And earlier I spoke to KUPPET chairperson Amboko Milemba, who says the union will not relent and ask the government to pay them instead of engaging in sideshows. Take a look. You have actually, had a breakthrough with the teacher strike.
Breakthrough not yet, because breakthrough means that the government should pay the 50–60% as they had been told by the Supreme Court. So as far as we are concerned, the teachers are out of school and the teachers will continue to be out of schools. The teachers can only go back to school after the government will have paid the 50–60% as ruled by the Supreme Court, which is the most highest court on the land.
Do you feel like you're making any progress with the strike?
So far, we are not concerned about what TSC is doing, because TSC is stating issues that had already been finished in court, and therefore the only drag that the Teacher Service Commission can do to end the strike is actually to pay the money that it had been ordered by court. TSC should stop threatening teachers. TSC should stop lecturing teachers about court orders, because they themselves have no local standard, as I've said before, of lecturing people about court orders when they are failed to respect the same court orders. So the teachers will continue to be on strike, and I'm happy now we are being joined by the other workers all over Kenya. Tomorrow we shall be having a big rally at Uhuru Park, where Kotu shall join us, even Tuk-Tuk shall join us, KUPPET shall be there, KUPPET shall be there, and all workers to continue pressurizing the government to pay the 50–60% ordered by the Supreme Court. TSC does not interpret whether the strike is illegal or legal. That is a matter that again remains with the courts. We were in court on Monday last week, and we are going back on Thursday 10th, and the judge said he'll be hearing from both sides, our side as KUPPET and the side of TSC, to determine the legality of the strike. So let no any pedestrian in form of either chair lady or a CEO of the Teacher Service Commission pretend to be determining the illegality or illegality of the strike. We have to depend on the courts.
How long will this take? Are we looking at a time, because the exams are just around the corner? It's probably a month to the start of national examinations. What happens? What happens for students and pupils who have been working so hard? What happens to them? Indeed,
we are also very sorry, because the teachers love the students and would have really wished to present our candidates and get the mean scores that we wanted. Again, on the other hand, we have been following this for a long time. Remember, this strike was to be there last year in September. The parents told us, hey, you teachers, you always go on strike during exam time. We waived the strike. When we waived the strike, come November, the Teacher Service Commission stopped any meetings of negotiations indefinitely. That's when we called the strike in January. The court took over the matter. The court has been adjudicating up to a few months ago, and I decided the teachers be paid, and therefore we are waiting for the teachers to be paid before we go back to school. Or go on as long as the government is unwilling to pay this money.
County education directors have been asked to take disciplinary action against teachers who have not reported to school after, of course, they go in and monitor what's happening, the activities in the schools. What is your comment on this? Monitoring and, subsequently leading to disciplinary action?
They should have reported that yesterday, because the teachers themselves went to them. They went to the offices, and all the teachers were in the county director offices, meaning all the teachers on strike, and the threat and all divisive methods of we are recording who is not on strike and who is on strike so as to threat the teachers will not work now. Those are archaic methods of handling labor relations which will not be used right now, and I think that one I'm directed to the Teacher Service Commission. The truth is that teachers on strike, and they'll continue being on strike. They were with the TSC directors yesterday in their offices.
And what impact are you hoping to get from that particular rally?
We are expecting to plead with Kenyans to understand what we are doing. We are also pleading with parents to understand and support us in what we are doing, because if they join just knocking on a sufuri in this demand, this voice that the government may hear, that will add value. So the rally shall be bringing together all the workers at Uhuru Park tomorrow, and then on Thursday, when we shall be going to court, we shall have prayer days in all the counties around Kenya to make the government hear that it is important to respect the rule of law. This strike is not only just a strike for money, but it is a precedent on whether rule of law is being respected in Kenya, is a precedent whether any other union or group of workers will be given a pay through the courts, and the governments will respect or not respect. So it is not for us now, it's for all the workers and all the Kenyans who are interested in rule of law as we had observed it when the elections were done and the Supreme Court determined the election results, and we respected it.